x squared minus 2x minus 24 is equal to 0 is a quadratic equation. We can solve this quadratic equations by different ways. So in this lesson, we are going to solve this equation by factorizing and quadratic formula. By factorizing method, the step number one, we multiply coefficient of x squared with a constant figure. And answer is 24. In the step number two, the middle figure, which is minus 2x, we need to split this figure into two quantities, which should be multiple of, or which should be factor of 24. So first we're going to get the factor of 24. For example, 1 multiply 24 is equal to 24, and 2 multiply 12 is equal to 24. And in the same way, 3 multiply 8 is equal to 24. And we got 4 multiply 6 is equal to 24. Now here, which factor of 24, if you add or subtract, this answer is equal to minus 2x. So for example, 6 minus 4 is equal to minus 2x. So here, the 6x we will take as a minus, and 4 we will take as a plus. Why? Because we need the answer minus 2x. So after splitting the middle quantity into the two figure, we will pair this quantity. So we have two pair. So x squared plus 4x minus 6x minus 24. So from the first pair, we will take common. So what's a common is possible here? So there is x is a common possible. So that's why the x into x plus 4. And in the second pair, there's a common possible is minus 6. So if outside is minus, so whatever the quantity inside or whatever the symbol is inside, this will change. For example, if outside is minus 6, so inside of the bracket will become x plus 4. So 6x divided by 6, you can see remaining is x, and minus multiply minus, answer is plus, and 24 divided by 6, answer is 4. So here we got this quantity. Now within the bracket, your quantity is supposed to be constant. It means you're moving in the right way. So the quantity, which is the constant, we can write in one time, that is x plus 4, and the other quantity, x minus 6, that is equal to 0. So in this way, we got this value, the x plus 4 is equal to 0, and x minus 6 is equal to the 0. Here we can find the value of x. So x is equal to minus 4, and here is x is equal to 6. So we can solve this equation by a quadratic formula. So same equations, we have x squared minus 2x minus 24 is equal to the 0. And we can use this quadratic formula. X is equal to negative b plus minus root squared b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a. So we're going to apply the figures we are getting from the quadratic equation in a quadratic formula. So here, the figures we are going to get, for example, the a is equal to 1. So the coefficient of x squared is equal to a, and that is 1. And the coefficient of x is a minus 2. That is equal to b. And the coefficient of the constant quantity, that is x naught, that is minus 24. And that's the c is equal to the constant, and this constant quantity is equal to minus 24. So we're going to put these values in a quadratic formula. For example, the b value is a negative, so that's why we are going to put into the bracket. Why? Because one value belongs to the formula, second value is of negative 2. So negative 2 of negative into negative 2 plus minus. So root square negative 2 whole square minus 4 multiply 1 and minus 24 divided by 2 multiply 1. The next step, we are going to solve the powers here. So we're going to get the 2 raised to power 2, that is 4, and 4 multiply 1, that is 4. And the negative 4 multiply negative 24, answer is plus 96. Why? Because negative multiply negative, that will become plus. What about the outside? You can see in the bracket, so negative multiply negative, that became positive, divided by 2. Now here we are going to add the 96 plus 4, that will become 100. Now root square of 100 is 10. So here, one time we are writing 2 plus 10 divided by 2 and 2 minus 10 divided by 2. So the answer is x value is equal to 6 and x value is equal to minus 4. So 10 minus 2, that is 8. Minus 8 divided by 2, so that answer is minus 4. So here, that answer, what we got from factorizing method and by formula making method, you can compare both answers supposed to be same. We are going to pick another question, and this is a bit more complicated. And that is the 3x squared plus 7x plus 2 is equal to 0. Now, for solving this question, we are using same factorizing method and we are using same step. For example, coefficient of x squared will multiply with 2. And answer will be 6. So here, we are going to split the middle quantity plus 7x into two figures, which should be factor of 6. For example, 1 multiplied 6 is equal to the 6. If you're going to add this 6 plus 1, so that answer will be equal to 7. So that's our correct figure. So we're going to choose this figure to split central quantity into two. For example, 3x squared and plus 6x and plus x plus 2 is equal to 0. After splitting this central quantity into the two, so we will make pair. For example, the one pair we have 3x squared plus 6x and x plus 2 here. From first pair, we can take common, that is 3x. So we can take common a 3x. Why? Because it's present in both quantity. So if you take common as a 3x, so that will be remaining what? The 3x into x plus 2 in the bracket. And from the second pair, there's no common. So that's why we will take plus 1 as a common factor. So the same quantity will come in the bracket x plus 2. Now you can see in the both bracket, the quantities are coming common. So that's why it's mean we are moving in the right directions. So here, this common quantity, we're going to write in a one time, that is x plus 2. What about the other quantity, 3x plus 1? So is equal to 0. Now here, x plus 2 is equal to 0 and 3x plus 1 is equal to the 0. So we're going to find the value of x here. That's x is equal to minus 2. And the value of x on the other side, that is the 1 is plus, other side that will become minus, and 3 is multiplying, other side it will divide, and that figure will become minus 1 over 3. We can also write this quantity by dividing 1 over 3. So answer will become minus negative 0.33. So 3 is our recurring quantity. So here, this is our answer for our factorization method. So we're going to solve a similar type of the questions by quadratic formula. So this quadratic formula, we are going to apply. So here, first, we will take the values of a, b, and c. So for example, coefficient of x squared is equal to 3. So coefficient of x, that is the 7 plus 7, and coefficient of x naught, or a constant quantity, is equal to 2. So we are going to put this value in a quadratic formula. So minus 7 plus minus root square, 7 square minus 4 multiply 3 multiply 2 divided by 2a mean 2 multiply 3. We're going to solve the square in the next step. So 7 square is equal to 49 minus the 4 multiply 3, that is 12. 12 multiply 2, that is 24, divided by 6. So here, the 49 minus 24, that answer is 25. If you take the square root of 25, that will equal to 5. So here, minus 7 plus 5 divided by 6, one time plus, and one time minus. Minus 7 minus 5 divided by 6. If you're going to solve it, so we will get our answer minus negative 0.33 and here negative 2. So you can see that's the answer what we are getting from factorizing method or a quadratic formula method. These both answers are same. You can pause the video and you can check or compare these answer. We are going to select another question, which is a similar type of quadratic equations, but it is a bit more complicated. Due to having some figure with a larger number, for example, the 6x squared minus 24x minus 300 is equal to 0. So first, we are going to follow the factorizing method. So coefficient of x squared will multiply with the 300 and answer will be 2100. Now this 2100, we're gonna do the factorizing of this, and we're gonna find the factors of 21, and the middle figure 25x we will split into two figure. So these figures should be multiple or factor of 2100. So we're going to check that how it is possible. For example, 1 multiply 2100, so that is equal to 2100. What about if you subtract 8 or subtract 1? So that is not equal to 25. We're going to take a bigger quantity, that's 2. So 2 multiply 1050, but that won't work. In the same way, we're going to take 21. So multiply 100, so that is equal to 2100. If you're going to subtract this quantity, like 100 minus 21, so answer is coming 79. That's not equal. It means this is bigger than minus 25. So we need a bigger quantity. For example, let's suppose if we take 30. So 30 multiply 70 is equal to 21. And if we subtract them, answer is 40. It's a little bit bigger. So that's why we are going to select a little bit bigger factor. So that is 35 multiply 60. That is equal to what? 2100. So if you subtract this quantity, answer will be equal to 25. So in this way, you can figure out what is the factor, which if you add or subtract, that will be equal to the middle quantity. Most probably, examiner will not give you this bigger quantity for factorizing. So that's more suitable for quadratic formula method. So when we are feeling a problem in getting factors. But here we got a factor of 35 and 60. Now 60, we will take a negative. Why? Because we need a negative 25x number. So here 7x squared plus 35x minus 6x minus 300 is equal to 0. The next step, we are going to make it pair. So we got a pair of 7x squared plus 35x minus 6x minus 300 is equal to 0. So from this pair, we will take common figure. What is the common from first pair? That is the 7x. So now 7x, if you take common, so 7x into x plus 5. 35x divided by 7x, so answer will be 5 here. So here, so what about in the second pair? So we can take common 60. So if there's a minus 60, we take common. So inside of the bracket, first, the figure will change. That's quantity, that symbol will change. That is negative. This will become plus. So that will become 60 into x plus the 5. Why? 60x divided by 60, answer is x, and 300 divided by 60, that's the answer is 5. So minus 300 divided by minus 60, answer is 5. So here, within the bracket, the answer is coming same, x plus y. So it means we are moving in a right direction. So we're going to write the constant quantity in a ones, x plus y, and other quantity 7x minus 60 is equal to 0. So here, the x plus 5 is equal to the 0, and 7x minus 60 is equal to the 0. So here, x is equal to minus 5, and x is equal to the 60 divided by 7. The answer will be 8.5. We are going to see same question in quadratic formula. So by using quadratic formula, so that is the value of a is equal to 7. So coefficient of x squared is equal to 7. So that's the value of a. Coefficient of x is minus 25. And coefficient of a constant quantity, that is x naught, and that is our minus 300. So c is equal to minus 300. So here we are going to put this value in a quadratic formula. So minus or negative into negative 25 and plus minus root square minus 25 whole square minus 4 multiply 7 and multiply minus or negative 300 divided by 2 multiply 7. So if you're going to solve these powers, and we can see That's our negative and negative in 25. This will become positive 25 and plus minus. So 25 whole square, that will become 625. And this one, as a 4 will multiply with 7, that is 28. And negative 28 will multiply with a negative 300, and this will become plus 8,400. And divided by 2 multiply 7, that is 14. So if you're going to add this figure, and we'll get that value is what? 25 plus minus root square 9,025 divided by 14. If you're going to take the root square of 9,025, so this will become here 95. So 25 plus 95 divided by 14 one time, and 25 minus 95 divided by 14. So we can figure out their answer. This will become 8.57, and here it become minus 5. So you can compare this answer. So if you're solving by factorizing method or quadratic formula, both answer is coming same. So we can solve this equations by the different method, by the square method or graph method. So if you would like to solve these type of equations with the help of this method, so you can also put in the comments. So I'll also design a video for that. So hopefully it will be helpful for you. Thank you.